Hey guys, Ferno the Knight here, bringing you a new episode of Ferno's Modded Survival. I feel like I copied that intro off of somebody. I don't know. I watched several YouTubers, so I could have absentmindedly did that. But anyhow, we're starting with a new episode, and I've got something important I want to talk to you guys first before we do anything. So I just need to get out of this perspective because I need to watch the sun. But anyhow, so I have a personal world on right now, so I can test out some of these mods off camera without having to test them on this world. So like I temporarily go into creative if I just want to like to make myself a house, then I go off and do some stuff. So I've been playing on this mod myself, and I've learned a few things. First off, I was concerned that EvilCraft was not working because was not effective because there's something called a blood extractor, and to extract blood using the blood extractor, you have to go to either a piece of bloody cobblestone or on a block that happens to have blood on top of it. And unfortunately, I think the only way to have blood on top of a block is for the player to get hit by damage, and it's like a rare chance that blood would spawn on top of that block when the player gets hurt. So I don't think it happens with mobs, so I don't think I can slay a few cows and then blood would appear on the blocks. But that being said, I don't want to get smacked a million times just to get some blood either. But so I thought that I might have had to get rid of the mod because as I was trying to figure out how to effectively get blood, I found out that it's still a work in progress, which is why it needs to be updated so much, and which is why there's like nothing in the forums on how an effective way to get blood. And nothing in the wiki nor the forum said anything about this that I found out about EvilCraft. Killing a mob of any kind gets you blood if you have the blood extractor in your inventory. So we can keep the mod, so we can work on, so we can make the blood extractor, so we can actually start collecting blood now. This sounds kind of creepy, but yeah. I found this out when killing a snow golem in my world. I don't ask me how. Apparently, a snow golem has blood in it. But yeah, I killed a snow golem and I found out, oh hey, I got more blood. How did I get this blood? And sure enough, I experimented a bit more, and apparently killing mobs gives you blood, which I guess is good because the other two ways are ineffective because the only place I'm gonna find bloody cobblestone is in a dungeon. So a dungeon of EvilCraft. So and I don't think those spawn often either. But speaking of dungeons, I have a dungeon. Okay, he's a traitor. I had a run-in with the Farlanders. I'll get to that here in a second. But let me start collecting my wheat. But I have it's not a better dungeons, I don't think it's called, but it's like a more advanced dungeons mod installed, and it's made some killer dungeons in this. I quickly found out that all the dungeons in this mod are the dungeons that the mod has given is way overpowered. Like none of the weapons. Here's how it is. Here's how it is. It is oh gosh, I'm just babbling. You know how Minecraft dungeons is just like a single room of mossy cobblestone, and there's a one spawner in, right? Well, imagine that one room connected to another room, and to another room, and then another room. That's basically what these dungeons are: random rooms with random spawners connected to each other. And each room can have either one or two spawners. So by the time you get into the dungeon, you got like 50 different spawned mobs on top of you already. Because by the way these dungeons are designed, even if they're way underground, they have a ladder going all the way up to the top of the surface. So if I'm running along and then all of a sudden I find a ladder that I did not place, that probably leads to one of those mega dungeons. And as far as I know, because I get ganged up on so many mobs, there's no way for me to conquer them without some mod items. And unfortunately, none of the even in this mod, like there's some cool items, but it doesn't look like any of the items are going to be really effective against. Like I don't think there's any OP armor, and I don't think there isn't any like OP weapons either. Like all the weapon, like it seems like the max weapon damage is like 12. Like if I want to conquer this dungeon, I probably need a weapon that's like, I don't know, probably like an insta kill against a zombie or something. So if I want to conquer this dungeon, I have to approach it with probably a more powerful mod. So here's my question to you guys: do you guys know any good mods that I can probably download that can give me an overpowered item? And to balance this off, if I'm gonna get something with an overpowered item, then we should install another mod that requires an overpowered item. So it like has overpowered mobs that will go against me, or a completely new dimension, or something like that. So on top of suggesting a mod that has some overpowered items that I could probably use, and they don't need to be too overpowered. They could be like just 20 attack damage. So without enchanting them, they'll just do it. It's just on the verge of insta killing a zombie or something. But so yeah, on top of that, also suggest a mod that would be also good with these overpowered items, so I can balance it out equally. Because these better, like I said, this dungeon mod that I installed is just of itself is just way overpowered. It's just but by the way it's designed, I have all mobs, different type of vanilla mobs ganging up on my butt. Plus with the mod like Evilcraft mobs that are pretty powerful if you get trapped by them. I mean, you've seen those weird bull minotaur things that keep pinning me to a tree. They would spawn those dungeons naturally. So like I said, these dungeons by themselves are just overpowered, and I don't think you can take them out with a vanilla unless you have like really good enchanted godlike diamond armor and a diamond sword where you insta kill them as soon as you get in and whatnot. So that's why I'm thinking that we might need to improve. Like that's why I'm thinking we might need another mod installed, because I don't think we have the adequate gear, and looking through the gear, I don't think we've got adequate gear available to us. So anyhow, I need 2 buckets of lava, so we're gonna go down here for we're down here for that. And I tried to move my seeds. Up here, I didn't mean to. As you can see, for the lava moat that I've been building, I've been using up a lot of lava. It's like all gone. Like all this entire half where the obsidian is, it's just gone. And I've uncovered some redstone that was underneath and some zinc ore. Alright, so let's try to get some 2 buckets. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, hello. It's a lost soul. That was easy. Those souls are pretty much easy. That way to get some small soul fragments. Not a big deal. But soul fragments I'll need. I've been also looking at some soulcraft stuff, and it's been pretty. I found some cool stuff about it, but we're not really ready to get into some of that stuff quite yet. They have some pretty cool items in it as well as some items that could be overpowered, but I don't think they're. But at the same time, they're balanced, so I'm not sure if I want to call them overpowered. Oh crap! I fell as soon as I scratched my nose. Like I scratched my nose, so my eyes were temporarily closed, and apparently I fell. Apparently, looking off the screen for 1 split second was enough for me to fall. But I had 2 run-ins with the Farlander mods in this. First off, there's one that looks like a villager, but he's an aggressive villager. So, like, a Farlander villager that's trying to hurt you, and if you strike him with a sword, he steals your sword. So, you gotta be really careful with him. And then another Farlander, I didn't actually fight them, but that sorcerer Farlander that we see, like, the one that hovers around holding this weird staff, I saw he was with me as I was gathering some lava, and then all of a sudden he just went into the waterfall and died. Like, he went to the waterfall and he went out, Went into the waterfall and went out? Like, stupid. So he died, and he dropped this. A Mystic Wand Regeneration Gem. So, I haven't used it yet, so I have no idea what it does, although I think the name does kind of give it away, but offhand, I don't know what it does. So it could shoot some kind of pool of regeneration energy that I have to step into, or maybe I just regen as soon as I right click it. I don't know. Over here, I've built like a little area for for a furnace room. So I got that going. And I wanted to put some lava on top, so let me go ahead and do that. And put some clear glass to replace this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is not good. This is not good. Hang on. Hang on. Lava, don't do this. Don't do this. Oh god. What has happened? Okay. I forgot the lava comes outward, so that was my bad. But I was trying to create like a straightforward lava fall that just went straight down. Let's see, how can I do this while keeping it like looking good at the same time? Okay, let's use some stone to pillar up carefully. And why don't we just do this? We'll work on decorating it a bit more later, but... Alright, but now that I cut the current off here, why don't I just go ahead and start placing dirt blocks to get rid of this? Alright, now let's get this back. Because I just wanted a 2-block. I didn't even mean for all that to happen. I could have accidentally burned my bed. Then what would I do? I don't think I'll be able to find this area again. I might have to mark it down off camera so I know how to find this area in case I get lost. But man, that was too close. But hey, at least we got a lava fall going into the moat. But yeah, a lava fall. And then we got this natural moat, which is why all that lava's been gone. I like that lava moat idea, so I just went ahead and with it. I tried to give it a natural look. I think I said this in my last video, and it kind of goes out kind of naturally, and now it kind of looks cool because now it's like a moat, but at the same time it's a lava river because it's like coming out from up there, and it's going down, it's going that way, and I figured on the indoors it would provide some natural lighting, so I don't have to use torches quite as much because it's right there, so it provides some natural lighting. Hang on, let me take out this torch and see how well it's lit. It's lit fairly. I'll put a torch here and it should be good. Let's go back outside and sleep before too many mobs spawn. I'm not a big fan of the mobs. Boom. So, before we do, looks like the episode's going to have to be called quits pretty soon, but before we call it quits, I just wanted to give you guys an update on everything, and I just wanted to ask about the mod thing. Like I said earlier, suggest an overpowered mod, and then suggest a overpowered mod for both good and for both bad, or maybe a combination, like one that has very good items, but at the same time has very bad mobs that those items can be used against. But yeah, let's do this real quick. By the way, the coffee tea mod is finally working, although I haven't updated yet. Like, there's an update that has it working, but I haven't just updated. Oh, I just forgot. Somewhere in here. Well, we'll grab those because I need those. We'll grab some cobble because I'm making that upper area of my furnace room, so I need some furnaces to put in there. I should also put a crafting bench up there as well. I'll need it. Alright, so we'll put some furnaces right there. That's going to get in the way, though. We'll deal with it later. What was I saying? Yeah, about the... Yeah, suggest some mods. What am I thinking? I don't know. I lost my train of thought, guys, so... Never mind. Let's go ahead and make these. The thing is, I found out that we need to have a constant fire underneath this. So, like, I can't just place it down and expect it to work. I need to have an ongoing fire with it. So, first, let's grab some natural stone. I'm gonna have it up here in this room, so why don't we just go ahead and remove... Do I have an axe? No, I don't. I don't want this wood to catch on fire, so I'm gonna put some stone all around it, and then we're gonna dig this out, and then we're gonna put some netherrack at the bottom, but we need to get to the nether first, so it looks like the Steam mod's gonna have to wait till after we get some netherrack. But once we get some netherrack, then we can actually do the Steam mod, because we need to have some brass in order to do anything, and until we get some brass, we pretty much can't do anything. So hang on, let me put this down here. This is where it's going to be. Just go ahead and put everything where it's supposed to be. So this should drain out that way, which is perfect. But yeah, I need to have some like brass, and I can't make brass without the use of this, and I can't use this until we get to the nether. So the Steam mod's gonna... So although I want to try to get the Steam mod functional right now, the best we can do is prepare for it until then. So let's go ahead and make another crafting table. Make a blank mold. Hello. Isn't that what's supposed to happen? Okay. I'll have to look this up, I guess. I could have sworn a crafting table and a blank mold makes a mold crafting table. Where's my Steam information thing? Booklet. I could use the crafting recipe thing, but I want to do it the other way. Steam innovation. Boom. Great. Boom. Oh, hang on. I forgot we can make a musket. I don't know how powerful these weapons are though, so I don't. Device you were using. Right click on aim. Okay, iron barrel, flintlock, blah blah blah. Cartridge. Okay, well. Yeah, he doesn't state. It doesn't state anything about it being how much power it gives, so we're just gonna have to leave it. Okay, mold blocks, crucible. That's not it. Mold block plates. Oh, I am able to cast metal plates at a fraction of the cost of an ingot. I didn't know anything about these plates. I did know that you can use them instead of ingots, but okay, so they're supposed to be cheaper so that way I can get more out of my... Okay. I'm learning stuff, but I can't seem to find out molds. Oh, okay, so I didn't need a crafting table. I needed to make it like a... It's like I'm making a new crafting table and just making a... Okay. Well, that's the way it goes. You have to learn some stuff, and I learned some stuff, and that door just freaked out on me. So we're gonna go up here. I like the spruce wood that I did over here. Put that right there. I think the spruce wood looks nice for some of the areas. I'm thinking I'm gonna do something similar, like just put some wood. Like a combination of stone and wood just seems to go well. And I don't know why I don't use it often. Like, I keep thinking, oh, the walls are stone, so I must make the floor out of stone. But in reality, you don't have to do that. Alright, so I apparently don't have... Oh, I do have it. So let me go ahead and make some stuff, I think. And then we're going to call it quits, guys, because it's getting kind of late in the episode, and I got other stuff to record. This has not been a very eventful episode, but we've at least got some progress done, and I wanted to get an episode out to update you guys. But, so I want to see how this looks. What? I'm sorry. What? What? Okay. That's weird. For some whatever reason, the fences, you can't put fences near the... Huh. That is weird. Yeah, that is weird. Well, that's a bummer. Now I have to raise them up and... Well, let me see. Let's take a look. I don't know. How do you... what do you guys think of it? Should I leave it with a white fence? I want to put a fence here, but I can't decide on a regular oak fence or if I should put a nether brick fence when I get some netherrack. Or should I just leave it as a white fence? Like, I just want to put a fence here so I don't accidentally, like, tempt myself to jump into a lava moat. I mean, it's going to happen, guys. I'm going to fall into this lava moat. There's just no way I can avoid that. But whatever precautions I can take to at least slow I can't say the word. If I could at least slow when it's going to happen, that'd be great. So that's why I want to put fences there, so it's just straightforward and I'm not like jumping off and over the lava. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you didn't enjoy this episode, you can leave a dislike as well. I've just discovered that I have been getting dislikes on my videos. I don't get a notice when I get dislikes, so I don't always notice it. I was like checking my analytics the other day, and it said, last 28 days, you got 2 dislikes. 4 dislikes. I only found 2 that I was unaware of. But someone didn't like a redstone tutorial, someone didn't like my ALS water bucket challenge. But that's fine. You don't have to like my videos. Yeah, the only time I'd get mad is if you were like saying stupid stuff about my videos that like, oh, this channel's stupid and that. No one has done that, but like I said, that would be the only reason I'd be bugged. But if you didn't like the video and you honestly, if you didn't like the video, then feel free to leave a dislike. It's giving me feedback and it can help me improve my content for the future. But commenting is the best way to help me improve my videos. So if you haven't leave a comment yet, please do. It helps me know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. But anyhow, I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye bye.